Hello guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. And before we get started, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for your support and all the views that I have been getting for the last couple of days. I truly do appreciate it so much. Like, you don't know how much it means to me. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for that. I truly do appreciate you guys, all the comments. I do read all of them. I try to reply to all of them, but I definitely do read all of them. And it definitely is. I really do appreciate and love all the support I've been getting. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you before we start the video. But yeah, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. And today we'll be looking at the Pepper Shaker. Now, the one I'm using is a Quad 25 90% reduced weight. I did try Furious on it, but I found out that Quad just works better when it comes to Bulletstorm, because this thing it generates Bulletstorm like crazy, and I'll talk about that a little later on. But the mods I'll be using are a Hex Barrel, Plasma Magazine, and then just the Gunner Sight. The Hex Barrel, it gives you, I think, 25 or 50% faster firing rate, so it's really good. And then the Plasma Magazine just adds energy damage to it, and I have a lot of plasma cartridges, and it doesn't reduce the damage by 100% like the laser magazine does, because the laser magazine also adds energy damage, but it reduces it by 100%. The plasma only reduces it by 50%, so I'll be using plasma. And the special I'll be using is 10 strength, 14 perception, 3 endurance, 3 charisma, 4 intelligence, 7 agility, 15 luck. Legendary perk cards I'll be using is maxed out strength, 3 out of 4 agility, maxed out intelligence, 4 out of maxed out endurance, 3 out of 4 taking one for the team, and 3 out of 4 for follow through. Which you don't really need follow through. I was using follow through to test it against the Guardian. You could definitely use anything else because you won't be sneaking with this gun. But I was using it for the Guardian, so if you want to fight the Guardian with this gun, you can. I did test it out. I barely beat it. I'm not sure if it's the build. I could probably make it where I could beat it pretty easily, but I can technically beat it with the weapon and build I'm using. It's just I can only beat it barely. And in strength, bringing the big guns for doubling the Bulletstorm, Shotgun Champ, Easy Target, Bulletstorm, Lock and Load, and Scattershot. Now, when it comes to Bulletstorm, it says per 30 ammo spent, but what it really means is it's per 30 projectile that comes out. So since if you use a shotgun, or in this case the Pepper Shaker, it shoots 8 projectiles. So when you shoot 1 bullet, it counts for 8 bullets for Bulletstorm. So you get Bulletstorm like crazy, and I'll show that in a little bit. But and then plus 10 damage at crippled targets per projectile weapon fire, so it's 80% more damage to crippled targets. 50% more damage to crippled targets, so it's 50% more damage to crippled targets. And then I'm using Scattershot, so I can cripple the target's limbs even better. Now you could use like max out easy target, or you could use like the tightly rounded, because this is a spin up weapon, so it does take time to spin up. If you want to use that, you can, but I'm just using Scattershot for extra easier limb damage. Number Cruncher, Tormentor, so even more damage per crippled limb your target has. Tankular for just more ignore armor. Cinematicus for if you can't reach the head, shoot torso. 50% reload speed because I'm using heavy weapon, so faster reload. Awareness because I will be using VATS. Endurance, I have Life Giver for more HP. Natural Resistance for more elemental resistance. Thirst Quencher for more AP. Fireproof for less damage. Starch Genes. And Charisma, use Stranger Numbers for stronger mutations. Tenderizer for more damage. Intelligence, I'm using Science because this does have energy damage, so more damage. Batteries included because plasma cartridges weigh a lot. Gunsmith, you just needed something to have my intelligence higher. So this is just a kind of a placeholder card, but it does help for your gun. And then good result. And then agility, I'm using Gunslinger for more weak spot damage. Gunslinger Expert for more weak spot damage. And Gorilla for 20% more damage to close enemies. And Adrenaline. For luck, I'm using Grim Reaper Sprint. Better crits. One gun army, just for a little bit more limb damage. Ricochet. 4-leaf clover. Class Freak. Critical Savvy. Junk Shield. And that is all for the build. And then, okay, for the armor, I'm running a full set of Overeater's Vulcan armor. For the most part, I think they all have luck. Yeah, I have 4 out of the 5 pieces are plus luck, and then 1's plus strength. And then my helmet has plus 2 intelligence because I have the Tenor base, so it helps with even more damage. If you want to min-max it, you can change all the luck to intelligence. That would equal, 10 more intelligence, so it's even more damage. But I have luck because I like the benefits out of that and stuff like that for luck. I'll be using Blight Soup. If I have any, I think I might have one. I'm using Blight Soup for the better crits because I will be using Bats Weapon. That's the only buffs I'll be using. Another easy buff you can use is Bear Mentats because it just increases your gives you 5 intelligence. So it's another 5% intelligence you can have for your science perk. Now the mutations I will be using is Adrenal Reaction for more damage. Bird Bones for more agility, Eagle Eyes for more crit damage, Egghead for more intelligence, some more damage. Now, I am still using Grounded. You preferably don't want Grounded if you use this because it does give you less damage. But at the moment, I can't take it off. I don't have enough. I don't have enough serums to get back all my things. I'm still working on that. I will probably take it off here soon because there's a lot of energy weapons I want to try out. So I will try to get Grounded off in my next one, but that's another reason why I'm using what's it called, Class Freak, so it reduces the negative effects by 75%. So if you do have Grounded, try to use that perk because it does help a lot. But I use it usually all the time because I just like it because it does help a lot. Healing Factor for more healthy gen, Herbivore for extra benefits from veggies, Herb Mentality for 3 of all special, Marsupial for more jump height, Scaly Skin for more resistance, Speed Demon for the reload speed, and movement speed. Okay, here we are at Huntersville. Test it out on some super mutants. Oh, if you stop. Let's go this way. If you face it the right way, I can. But yeah, not an issue. Open the door. No, maybe? I'll come to you. But yeah, I tried with this weapon with Furious, and yes, it did do more damage, of course, but all in all, I like Quad better for just general use, not to reload. And then for bosses, I think I like Quad more too, just because it has just way more ammo. You can keep Bulletstorm maxed out for longer, so therefore you just get more damage in general. Because if you use Furious, you run out. I think you get I think you can get 20 Bulletstorm, but you get 20 Bulletstorm like with only like 15 bullets left in your gun, and it's just eh. Quad is just so much better when it comes to Bulletstorm if you're using Bulletstorm. And I just feel like it does, in the long run, it just outputs more damage than if you use Furious. Okay, here we are. Got some Mirelurks. Let's test it out on some Mirelurks and the Mirelurk Queen. But yeah, this weapon is not an issue for most general mobs, which I figured it wasn't going to be. And like I said, you can do the Guardian with this gun. I have done it, but it barely beats it. At least when I tested it, again, you could definitely make it where you beat it way faster than what I did with it. But my testing, I barely beat it. But it's definitely possible with the Guardian. Yeah, Queen, no problem whatsoever. Okay, here we are testing out against some Scorch Beast. Or one Scorch Beast. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Not an issue at all. This weapon is a very strong weapon. But yeah, I would recommend quad. I think I would use quad. Faster firing rate. And intelligence. For 4-star, I think maybe fractured. So each time you hit a limb, if you cripple a limb, it explodes. Fractured or pinpointers would be the ones I would use for this weapon. Either one of those two would be really good. I just don't have either of them, so I'm not running it for this one, and I also don't really want to use one of those on this weapon. But if you do run it and you really do like it, 100%, I think fractureds or pinpointers for the extra weak spot damage would be really good for this weapon. Here we are to test it out against a glowing behemoth, or just behemoth. Let's wake him up so we can get the, doesn't do that little glitch where when he's waking up it won't negate all of our damage. But not an issue. It'd be faster if I use some canned coffee or some, you know, company tea, but I just didn't because I didn't want to waste some on this fight. But it would 100%, you could 100% use canned coffee and stuff like that to cake down bigger stuff. But this weapon is really strong. It's really cool. Most people don't like running spin up weapons as their daily because it's just people don't like spin up weapons. But I think this is a really good. It doesn't take too long to spin up, and I like it. And definitely right now, since I have a bunch of plasma cartridges, I might run this to get some plasma cartridges down. But I think this is a very fun daily driver. I really do. It's really fun. All the damage numbers are really fun to see, and it does do some decent damage. Okay, here we are at Robco Research Center to test it out on a robot sentry bot. Let's see how good it does against a sentry bot. And we have torso for the extra torso damage. Not an issue for sentry bot. Weapon melted through sentry bot pretty easily. We can test it on some robots while we're here. Shouldn't have an issue with. I'm stuck. Okay. Shouldn't have an issue with robots.
Right there.
Yeah, not an issue for robots at all. It's gonna blow up. Sentry bot, pretty easy. Robots, easy. This weapon clears by a long shot. It's really good. But yeah, this weapon is really good. Pepper Shaker, 100% a must-have. If you don't have one already, you do get it from Meat Week, the plan for the weapon, when the event is happening, or you can get it from from a player vendor, or they can sell the plane, or sell you just the weapon, and you get the mods from Volt 79. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Volt 79 is where you get the mods for the weapon, which is gold bullion. But yeah, I recommend it. It's really fun. Like I said, quad I think is just the best one for it because it's a bullet storm. 50 bullets just isn't enough to do a lot with. So quad, 25 firing rate, and I would have +3 intelligence just for some fact more damage. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Like, comment, subscribe. It would help out tremendously. It's always free. If you don't like to, you can always unsubscribe. But that's all for today's video. And thank you so much for checking it out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.